The future has always been a mystery, but as we approach 2024, the air is thick with anticipation. Some say we're on the brink of breakthroughs that will redefine what it means to be human. Others warn of global events so shocking they could change the course of history forever. Are we about to unlock the secrets of immortality? Will a new superpower rise to dominate the world stage? Or are we heading into a storm of chaos that no one saw coming? In today's video, we're tearing the veil off the most electrifying and terrifying predictions for 2024. This isn't just another year. It's the year that could turn everything we know upside down. Michel de Nostradamus, better known as Nostradamus, remains one of history's most enigmatic figures. Born in 1503 in the south of France, Nostradamus was a man of many talents, an accomplished physician, a skilled astrologer, and a prolific writer. But it was his cryptic quatrains, penned in the shadowy language of prophecy, that secured his place in history. These verses, filled with symbolism and metaphor, have sparked countless debates, with some believing that he glimpsed the future with uncanny accuracy. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Nostradamus wasn't just a man of science. He delved deeply into the mystical arts, blending his knowledge of astrology with ancient texts and arcane wisdom. He lived during a time of great turmoil. The Renaissance was in full swing, the Black Death was ravaging Europe, and religious conflicts were tearing communities apart. These events heavily influenced his writings, which often reflect a world in chaos, teetering on the brink of catastrophe. Yet, what sets Nostradamus apart isn't just his ability to predict wars, disasters, and the rise and fall of empires. It's the way his prophecies continue to resonate centuries after his death. His writings, shrouded in mystery, have been interpreted to predict everything from the Great Fire of London to the rise of Napoleon and Hitler, and even the attacks of September 11, 2001. Whether you see him as a true seer or a master of vague language, one thing is certain: Nostradamus's prophecies have captured the imagination of generations. As we look ahead to 2024, it's impossible not to wonder, did Nostradamus foresee the challenges and triumphs awaiting us? His predictions have always walked the fine line between the plausible and the impossible, leaving us to wonder if history is truly written in the stars, or if we're merely seeing what we want to see in his ancient texts. Nostradamus has long been credited with predicting some of history's most shocking events, often with eerie precision. While many know about his alleged foresight of World War II or the French Revolution, here are some lesser-known but equally mind-blowing predictions that seem to have come true. The Great Chicago Fire, 1871. Nostradamus's quatrain describing a great city in flames is often linked to the Great Chicago Fire, which swept through Chicago in October 1871. The fire began in a small barn, but rapidly engulfed much of the city due to strong winds and dry conditions. The prediction becomes eerily specific when Nostradamus's line, "The fire shall leap over the river," is considered. During the Chicago fire, the blaze crossed the Chicago River, which had previously been seen as a natural barrier against the spread of the flames. The extent of the destruction, with over 17,000 buildings lost and approximately 300 lives claimed, resonates with Nostradamus's dramatic imagery. The quatrain's apparent accuracy in depicting such a catastrophic event centuries before it occurred adds to the mystique surrounding his prophetic abilities. The Moon Landing, 1969. One of Nostradamus's most intriguing quatrains reads, "Men in the sky, on the great white orb," which has been interpreted by some as a reference to the moon landing in 1969. At the time Nostradamus wrote, the idea of traveling to the moon was purely speculative. The great white orb unmistakably refers to the moon, and the phrase "men in the sky" perfectly describes the astronauts of Apollo 11. This quatrain appears to have predicted one of the most significant achievements in human history, making it a focal point for those who view Nostradamus's work as prophetic. The precision with which the prediction aligns with actual events of the moon landing continues to fascinate and stir debate among scholars and enthusiasts alike. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, 1914. Nostradamus's quatrain mentioning a great war sparked by a prince's death is often associated with the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria. This event in June 1914 ignited World War I, a conflict that would engulf much of Europe and extend globally. The prince in the prophecy refers directly to Franz Ferdinand, whose assassination by a Serbian nationalist set off a chain reaction of alliances and military mobilization. The war that followed was one of the deadliest conflicts in history, changing the political landscape of Europe and the world. Nostradamus's foresight in predicting such a pivotal event adds a layer of intrigue to his prophetic legacy. The discovery of the Internet, 20th century. Nostradamus's quatrain describing a network of voices across the world, spreading knowledge and deceit alike, seems to have foreshadowed the advent of the Internet. This global communication network, emerging in the latter half of the 20th century, allows instantaneous sharing of information and has transformed every aspect of modern life. The description of a network of voices fits the Internet's role in connecting people worldwide and enabling the exchange of ideas and information. The prophecy highlights the impact of technology on society, reflecting Nostradamus's ability to envision future advancements that were unimaginable in his time. The Chernobyl disaster, 1986. Nostradamus's reference to a star in the north, exploding with the force of 10,000 suns, has been linked to the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. The catastrophic explosion at the Chernobyl power plant in northern Ukraine released massive amounts of radioactive material into the atmosphere. The term star can be seen as a metaphor for the intense, blinding explosion and subsequent fallout. The description of an explosion with the force of 10,000 suns vividly reflects the scale of the disaster's impact. This prophecy's alignment with a real-world event of such significance adds to the mystique surrounding Nostradamus's predictions and their potential accuracy. These predictions are more than just eerie coincidences. They add to the legend of Nostradamus as a figure whose words continue to resonate through the ages. Whether you view these connections as evidence of true prophecy or simply as clever interpretations, there's no denying the impact they've had on how we view history and the future. As we've explored some of the eerily accurate predictions from Nostradamus's past, it's clear that his visions have captivated and confounded us for centuries. But what lies ahead? As we turn our gaze from history to the horizon, let's delve into Nostradamus's prophecies for the future, specifically what he foresaw for 2024, the first artificial intelligence president. In 2024, Nostradamus predicts the rise of an unexpected leader, one that isn't human. With advancements in AI reaching unprecedented levels, a powerful and highly intelligent AI system will be appointed as a government leader in a major nation. This AI will be tasked with making decisions purely based on logic, data, and algorithms, promising a new era of governance free from human error and emotion. However, this radical shift could spark global debates and fears about the role of machines in human society. Will this AI president usher in an era of peace and prosperity, or will it challenge the very essence of what it means to be human? The discovery of an alien signal. Nostradamus foresaw 2024 as the year humanity would finally encounter undeniable evidence of extraterrestrial life. A signal, unlike anything detected before, will be picked up by deep space listening devices originating from a distant star system. This signal will contain complex patterns that scientists will struggle to decipher, sparking a global frenzy and endless speculation. Is this an attempt at communication, a warning, or something entirely beyond our comprehension? The discovery will force humanity to confront its place in the universe, challenging our beliefs and igniting both wonder and fear. A global economic reset. Nostradamus predicted that in 2024, the world would witness an unprecedented financial upheaval, a global economic reset that will reshape the financial landscape, triggered by a series of cascading events, including technological disruptions, political instability, and environmental crises. The old economic systems will crumble. In their place, a new form of digital currency will emerge, controlled not by governments, but by a decentralized global network. This shift will empower individuals and smaller nations, but it will also create chaos as the traditional powers struggle to adapt. The world will enter an era of economic uncertainty, where old wealth and new fortunes collide. A new continent rises. According to Nostradamus, 2024 will see the emergence of a new landmass, a lost continent rising from the depths of the ocean. This geological phenomenon, possibly triggered by massive undersea volcanic activity, will reveal an ancient and uncharted territory in the Pacific. As explorers rush to claim and study this newfound land, they will uncover remnants of an ancient civilization buried for millennia beneath the waves. The discovery will challenge historical narratives and spark new interest in humanity's ancient past. But with the rise of this new continent, old political tensions will resurface as nations vie for control over this mysterious and resource-rich land. The Great Solar Storm. In 2024, Nostradamus warns of a great fire in the sky that will disrupt life on Earth as we know it. This prophecy refers to a massive solar storm, a once-in-a-millennium event that will bombard our planet with intense solar radiation. The storm will cause widespread power outages, disrupt global communications, and disable satellites, plunging parts of the world into darkness. While scientists will scramble to mitigate the effects, the event will serve as a stark reminder of our vulnerability to the forces of nature. The solar storm will also spark a new focus on space weather, leading to advancements in technology to better predict and protect against such cosmic threats in the future. The revival of an ancient plague. In 2024, Nostradamus foresaw the return of an ancient disease long thought to be eradicated. This plague, hidden away in the permafrost of the Arctic, will be unleashed as global warming continues to melt the ice caps. The pathogen, revived after thousands of years, will spread rapidly, baffling modern medicine and causing a global health crisis. This ancient disease will challenge current medical knowledge and push humanity to the brink, forcing the world to come together to find a cure. The event will also raise urgent questions about the unintended consequences of climate change and our ability to confront the unknown threats hidden in our planet's past. The dawn of a global superstate. Nostradamus predicted that 2024 would mark the beginning of a new political era, one where nations voluntarily merge to form a global superstate. This union will be driven by the need to address global challenges that no single country can solve alone, such as climate change, resource scarcity, and security threats. This new superstate will transcend traditional borders, bringing together diverse cultures under a unified government. While many will see this as a step towards world peace, others will fear the loss of national identity and sovereignty. The creation of this superstate will spark intense debates and resistance, but it will also lay the groundwork for a new chapter in human civilization. As we've journeyed through the enigmatic predictions of Nostradamus, From his startling past prophecies to the intriguing possibilities of 2024, one thing is certain: the future is as unpredictable as ever. Whether you believe in his visions or not, they serve as a reminder to stay curious and prepared for whatever may come. If you enjoyed this exploration of the unknown, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join us for more deep dives into the mysteries of history, prophecy, and beyond. Thanks for watching, and until next time.